Oh, that reminds me. I did a speed test. I didn't even see what the results were. I'm sure it's fine. I got a jury duty letter and they want me fuck court. Okay. All right, guys. Hello, YouTube. We are back with Hero of Law because we apparently have a little bit more to do. We have what is apparently another hour of content. I have gone and connected technically connected the transfer pack for Link's Awakening. I don't know if it did anything. It said detecting transfer pack, but it didn't say anything after that. So I don't know if that means it worked or not, guys. Should I have, guys, should I have like figured that out? How do I know if it worked?
This is fine.
All it says in the tutorial is garlic bread. So like, I don't even know what that means. Oh hey, Jimbo Slim's here. Hi. Check the extras. I mean, this is already here when I did the cheat code. But how do I know if my transfer pack did anything? Have I tried turning it off and on again? Hi, Antos. See if it read. Oh, so this won't work unless it read? Okay. Time to find out. This case contains spoilers for Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Guys, I've never played Link's Awakening yet. Is this a mistake? Well, I know the major spoiler, I guess. It's probably fine, right? Which one is Link's Awakening? The one with the windfish? And like the one that got remade recently? There aren't too many things one can spoil? Okay, it's probably fine, whatever. Because I am planning to play Link's Awakening at some point soon, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, continue, yes. This case works best if Link is a thief. Oh shit, I don't know if he is. I don't know if he's a thief. How am I supposed to know that? That means I would have to play the Game Boy thing, but I just took some random save file, guys. Is it gonna work? Okay, no, okay, it's not marked as thief, but is this fine? Should I just say yes? Does it matter that much if I'm a thief or not? I'm assuming that means I'm supposed to like try to steal that item from the store and get shocked or some shit, right? I remember that part from watching someone play Awakening. All right, whatever. It'll be fine? Okay. So it's working. All right, whatever, we're in. June 6th. Oh, sorry, it's July now. Oh my God, guys, this was this is one day after the midnight launch of the Switch 2, guys. Oh my God, whoa, it's so recent. Oh shit, everyone's dead. Phew, made it in time, I guess. Still no clue why on earth they called me in here at this ungodly hour. You! Yes, me. I don't like being woken up at 2 a.m. either, believe me. I hope that old fool has a good explanation for this. Old fool? You mean the judge? Ah, I see you're both already here. Splendid. I hope this wasn't too much of an inconvenience for you. That remains to be seen. What could possibly be so important about this burglary case as to warrant this kind of urgency? Case? We're doing a trial? You mean you haven't been told, defense? Oh dear, my apologies. I suppose I did order the soldiers not to tell anyone about what happened. They must have interpreted that bit a bit too literally. But that's fine. Secrecy is paramount here. Yes, having an entire entourage of Hylian soldiers arriving at the Gerudo's fortress in the middle of the night was the pinnacle of stealth. No one knows. It's a secret to everybody. Get it, guys? Get it, 'cause Zelda? Wait a moment. I can't just defend someone off the cuff like this. That'd be incredibly unfair to the defendant. Oh, doubting your skills? Dude, I swear to God, this fucking smirk that Ganondorf does is basically XDX. Or XDD, the fucking emote. It's the same exact vibe to me. Oh, doubting your skills? As much as I like to agree with you, Defense, we have no choice in the matter. This trial must happen this very moment. Well, get on with it then, old man. What is this about? Right, yes, of course. Let me start from the beginning. A few hours ago, I was finishing my daily ablutions. Okay, so he was taking a shower. Alright, nice. When a great light appeared within my chambers. It was like nothing I'd ever seen before. The night literally became day before my very eyes. And that wasn't all. People started to come out of the light. I was shaken with fear. One of those people claimed to be the goddess herself, Hylia. What? I love the man. I mentioned it earlier, but I was like listening to the OST for Hero of Law. What? I was like literally just spammed listening to the OST for like the last 2 days because I enjoy the music so much, and I appreciate the mix between Ace Attorney motifs and Ocarina of Time motifs. It's super good. I know, believe me, I was as flabbergasted as you are. The goddess proceeded to explain that in another world, one of her chosen heroes had been severely punished for committing some terrible deed. She decided that someone else should determine whether this punishment was just or not, to ensure her own biases would not affect the outcome. Our own world was chosen as the best candidate to make this judgment. Stop holding that. Okay. Okay. This is a joke, right? There's no way any of that is true. This is insane! Yes, it seems the judge has completely lost his marbles. Okay. Clearly his age has finally caught up to him. I'll be filing appropriate notices as soon as I can. At the very least, we can both get back to sleep quickly. That is true. Ho ho, I believe I know of just the way to convince you two. Soldiers, please call in the defendant. The defendant? What the? Oh shit! It's Link's Awakening Link! Okay. Huh? Defense? Defense! They have an animation for that too. What's happened? We don't have time to watch you pass out. Get yourself together. Oh, right. That's what happened. Well, Defense, are you convinced now? I guess I can't deny it, can I? That's definitely me. Younger, wilder perhaps, but sure enough. I guess so. Excellent. This guy's a pretty untrustworthy face. Excellent. In that case, let us formally begin. Man, I really wish I played Link's Awakening now before this ever happened. How was I supposed to know? This court is now in session for the trial of L. The thief of Koholint Island? Your Honor, you can't just declare him the thief from the get-go. No, of course not. I have his name written down right here. It seems I'm just unable to say it. Fascinating. A curse of sorts. I assume this is the punishment we're to decide is just or not. Just? How could this be just? To be forever called a thief by everyone? Even I can't say my own name anymore. Is that what happens? They actually like rename your fucking save file to thief? Is that what happens in Link's Awakening when you do that shit? Is that what this joke is? Yes? Okay, nice. Not your save file, but just straight up your name in game? Holy. And it's like permanent? It's like a permanent mark or some shit? That sounds funny. Well, as far as I'm concerned, it seems right to me. After all, everyone is just speaking the truth, are they not? Taco's here! And Taco played Link's Awakening. So you can appreciate this. Chances are the save you used had Link as a name. Yeah, I did. I know for a fact that it used Link as a name. The defense demands the prosecution abstain from claiming unproven statements. I firmly believe my client innocent, of course. Oh, well, about that. I might have actually done it. Oh. Yes, Her Greatness did specify that the defendant's guilt was non-negotiable. We are only here to determine whether the punishment he faced for it was reasonable. Now then, prosecution, please give your opening statement. What? I don't know anything about this case, old man. You only just called us in here, remember? You're the one with all the details, so go on, get to it. Well, I suppose Actually, why don't we just let the victim describe what happened? He should have the most accurate knowledge of the event. This must be some kind of nightmare. It's pretty tough to steal from that place by accident, yeah. Every good lawyer knows you should never defend yourself. Does this count? Who? Oh wait, that's the store owner, right? I remember the store owner looking something like that. Alright, who are you then? Ah, yeah, myself. I own the tool shop back in Koholint, I do. The greatest shop in town it is, I tells ya. It's the only shop in town. Whoa, 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 whoa. Not so close. No touching. You don't know what could happen. The world could implode. I don't think the goddess would allow this whole thing if that were a real possibility. What if it's the only shop? There's no better.
Oh, yeah, true.
In this world or the next. Never seen anyone complaining. Yes, whatever. Now tell us what happened. How did you let yourself get swindled so easily? Aye, I'll say it all. Just you watch me. Did he just pick it up and walk out? Witness testimony. The Great Heist. 'Twas just a normal day. I was tending to me cash register. Then suddenly this kid bursts in. A green blur, I tells ya. He grabs the nearest thing and runs behind meself. So I turn around. But he ain't there anymore. So I turn back to the entrance. Ay caramba, he's gone. Nowhere to be seen, I tells ya. I can't afford me wares going for free, you know. They're already cheap as possible. Why I oughta... Well, I suppose he did already pay the ultimate price. Why, what a descriptive testimony. I feel as if I were there. Bean Dude? No, this guy's, he's the... Wait. Are you asking about what the model is, or who it's supposed to be? Because the model is the construction guy, the construction captain guy. But then he's supposed to be the shopkeeper in Link's Awakening. Oh, the model, yeah, it's the carpenter leader. Because the Bean Dude doesn't get up from sitting down and eating beans, as far as I know. Why? What a descriptive testimony. I feel as if I were there. Hold on, there's just one thing I'm confused about. Who was that set this curse or whatever it is on my client? 'Twas me, of course. What kind of shopkeep would I be without summit magic? I know how it looks, but the guy can literally shoot deadly energy beams. I would not underestimate him. Right, of course.
It's magic.
Without further ado, please proceed with the cross-examination, defense. His profile. Oh yeah, I gotta check all that. I gotta check all these nice details. The Great Heist. Oh. There we go. Ganondorf Dragmire. Rude to others, easily angered. Judge. Presided over some of my cases. Thief. My kleptomaniac self from another world. Shopkeeper. The victim of the crime, owner of the Koholint Tool Town Shop. know, he seems normal to me. Seems like a reasonable looking man. Is this like official art or... I don't know. Man, I really wish I played Link's Awakening before this. It's the Oracle's art style. Was it like custom made? Does he not have an official portrait? Do you get many customers at your store on regular days like this, Witness? Guys, you know if you really look at this model right now... Oh, he just removed his face. Nice. Guys, what if his ears are actually his eyes? And the lines in the middle are actually the nose? And the mouth is the mouth? What if he's actually like Jar Jar Binks, guys? Thoughts? Nay, can't say I do. Can you guys unsee it now that I've said that? I think I've permanently ruined it for myself too. Oh, he looks like a half-smashed mango. It's a small town, you know. Besides, I think that lately the people have been spending their time with that blasted trendy game. Oh, that four-eyed scoundrel running on such an eyesore. I don't know what the trendy game is, but I'm sure y'all appreciate that. Trendy game. Oh, it's a crane game. Oh, never mind. I know what the trendy game is. I watched Taco play that. 10 rupees per game with the crane game. It's pretty easy to win. Huh, there's something wrong if people prefer to literally gamble on a crane game than buy from this guy. Please continue, Witness. Then suddenly this kid bursts in. A green blur, I tells ya. A blur? Are you sure this was definitely my client? I swear on me mum. Couldn't be anyone else. It's a small town, you know. I know everyone there. No one else wears green dresses. Weird green dresses. Hey, this is my finest tunic. I fail to see how this matters in any case. Have you forgotten that your doppelganger's guilt has already been established, Defense? Forgotten? No, but I wish I could. He grabs the nearest thing and runs behind meself. What is it that was stolen anyway? Why's that matter? He stole something and that's that. There's no need to be getting into the nitty-gritty. As it happens, Defense, the goddess herself forbade us from talking about this. She called it a technical limitation, whatever that means. True. There would be no way for them to know what item I specifically stole in the other save file. Gotcha, understood. What? But that's the most important question here. It was something cheap, surely. If it was something cheap, surely we can agree this punishment is too severe. It is what it is. I must ask you to drop this line of questioning. This is ridiculous. Oh, I don't look so glum, chum. Here you go. This is a flyer with all my wares. That should give you an idea of what it might have been. Well, it's something at least. This would have been you know what? I'm like really thinking about it right now. That's kind of sick. It's kind of sick that you could be playing Link's Awakening on a legitimate Game Boy, then load up Hero of Law on like a legitimate N64, and have like your save file relevant in a case on a different game. That's kind of like really like stepping back and thinking about it. That's really cool that it all works like that. Like it actually works. Link's Awakening, Link's tunic color also changes depending on your save. That's super cool. This is actually like really cool. Like thinking about the technicalities of it. It's super sick, because without emulators or anything, you could just do this whole thing. Well, I guess it would have to be a modded N64 in a way, or like an Ever... Do you need to mod your N64 for an EverDrive to work on it? I don't even know. This makes me want to go repair my fucking N64. Even though it's... I probably would never use it once I do, but... No? Oh, shit. Man, maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't just get an EverDrive and just, like, chill out. Whatever, anyways. The court accepts this flyer into evidence. And, you know, but then I'm gonna want to buy a CRT. Man, I'm just gonna have like a bunch of useless crap in a corner just because it's cool. With no space in my house. Now then, Witness, please continue. So I turn around. Oh, so I guess he would have said a different colored dress and stuff. And then he would have responded to something else. Hold it! Patrons can just freely go behind the counter like that? Nay, of course not. I don't have a counter. What? Customers have to hold their items when I ring them up. But wouldn't the register have to be on a counter or something similar? Well, yeah, I suppose. But it's only big enough for me register, not for any products too. That's what I meant. I see. You got a problem? Who are you to criticize me interior decor? Best to have as little extra fluff as possible. Keeps the customer's eyes on the wares, you see. Well, I can't deny there is some logic to that. Get a monitor for a capture card to get those authentic N64 streams. I wonder how hard that would be to do. I've never looked into it. But the fact that I legitimately have an N64 that could probably be working if I just worked on it a little bit, it does make me curious. It does make me very curious. To be honest, I even have a working N64 controller with it. But he ain't there anymore. You can't tell if his nose is his mouth or his mouth is his nose. I don't think he has a nose. I think it's literally just ears, closed eyes, and a mouth. Oops, I didn't mean to go. Aye, actually that reminds me. I noticed that the wall behind me was starting to get moldy. He has no nose in the remake either, nice. This stray thought distracted me for a split second, you see? Chat, whenever I end up playing Awakening for the first time, should I play the original one or should I play the remake? Will I miss out if I play the remake on something that's important? Is this all a joke? Some kind of skit? So I turned back to the entrance. Let me guess, he wasn't there either? As I live, the slimy rope. Ay caramba, he's gone, nowhere to be seen, I tells ya. Your establishment doesn't exactly have the tightest security, does it? Bah, never needed any. Everyone in town trusts everyone else. Everyone who was shocked when I told them, I tells ya, shocked. I can't afford me wares going for free, you know. They're already as cheap as possible. Why, Iota? I do have to ask, why did you need to steal from the store exactly? Well, you see, I really needed one of the things in there. Yes, that's what paying is for. Mod check. Hi, Pineapple Cat. I never played the remake, but I don't like how it removes screen transitions. Wait, did it actually do that? I thought it still had screens. Oh, didn't it just make it all like a one seamless thing like Echoes? I was shipwrecked. I wasn't exactly swimming in rupees. Defense, do you have an actual question for the witness? Then let us move on. Continue, shopkeeper. Why does that matter, though? Is that just like a... What is an advantage to having screen transitions? Just to be able to like respawn screens and stuff over and over again for farming? Then let us move on. Continue, shopkeeper. Well, I suppose they did already pay the ultimate price. What does that mean? Oh, that's right. This guy literally killed me when I went back into the store. What? You know, if you're gonna make up a lie, at least make it believable. It's not a lie, it's true. How are you here then? I don't know. It got undone somehow. One moment I'm getting fried, and then poof! I'm back at the doorstep and that guy's just smiling at me creepily. Surely death is enough of a punishment for theft. This is all standing very hard to believe, defendant. Well, what did the witness mean by the ultimate price then? Ho ho! Why, I just met the curse I set on him, didn't I? Let's just say you need. Oh. Yo, Cosmic, thank you for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. What's up, Untitled Bandit and Cosmic? We're just playing, we're playing Ace Attorney Ocarina of Time right now, and we're doing a case based on Link's Awakening getting killed by the shopkeeper, apparently. Let's say you, hold on, it frames specific areas and challenges. Let's say you need to make multiple jumps in a row on a screen and you fail, then you restart from the start of the screen. Now that they remove screen transitions, you can spawn right before the last pit you fail. Okay, I can see that. I understand that. That makes sense. True, true. But I just never miss my jumps, so, you know, it wouldn't really affect me because I'm such a good gamer and all. Oh, why? I just meant the curse I set on him, didn't I? Yes. That was it. Perfectly sensible. Okay. I'm starting to get goosebumps. But surely that is all there is to it. Well, that's quite the testimony. If you say so. You're the lawyer here, whatever that means. Wait, are you saying that there are no lawyers in your world? What did you say? At all? I don't think there are? How weird. I just can't imagine how that world would even work. Anyway, best to stay on track. I don't have much to work with here, so I should keep pressing for more details. I just pressed every statement, didn't I? Did I miss one? Okay, what the hell do I even have to... Oh, I guess I have this one thing. Bow is $900. Shovel is $200. Shield is 20 bucks. A heart times 3 is 1. Bomb times 3 is 10. Arrow times 3 is 10. $980? Oh, I can't even read that. That's a lot of money. What am I supposed to say? It was so expensive that the theft was justified? Okay. Thanks, guys. Why did you guys both do that? Oh, because a freaking pineapple cat on the other side? Alright, thanks, pineapple cat. They're very attentive. Oh my god, please. I don't want to... Please. Please, forward. Forward. Okay. What do I throw this list at? Oh, they're already as cheap as possible. That's like $1,000 for a bow, bro. Oops, wrong button. Cheap, you say? That's not quite true now, is it? Whatever do you mean, defense? Am I trying to justify that his sentence should be lightened because it was a justified theft? That's kind of funny. Because it was too expensive. Your Honor, if you look at the flyer the witness has so graciously provided us with, do any of the items in there seem like a bargain to you? Well, let's see. Goodness gracious! 980 rupees for a single bow? Why, that's more than I get paid in... Now wait just a bloomin' second. All the villagers be happy with this shop. No one's ever complained, you know? Is that so, witness? Tell me, how many customers do you get each day? That's not important. It's all because of that blasted trendy game. Not me fault folks prefer to play with that stupid crane. I will agree the prices are a bit inflated. So what? Is he gonna say the other world could have different values? What do you mean, so what? Alright, sounds good, Cosmic. I am Daisy. This game really is real. My other self needed to survive somehow, and the prices were entirely unreasonable. I was shipwrecked. It would have taken me months to get that kind of money. Yes. Given a survival scenario, I suppose this explains the defendant's motive, at the very least. Indeed, he didn't just steal out of malice or with profit in mind. It was a life or death situation. You know, looking at this N64 model of Link's Awakening Link, is it bad that it makes me like imagine how cool it would be to see Ocarina of Time remakes of other games? Oh man, I wonder if anyone's secretly working on any of those. Life or death, you say? Tell me, which one of the items listed on that flyer is necessary for survival precisely? Well, for instance... Exactly. Maybe the recovery hearts? 10 rupees is way too much for those! Oh, I agree. That's a terrible deal, given that you can get them by just cutting some grass. Yeah! Oh. Yes, everything in this store carried that one might need for survival could have easily been obtained elsewhere. The defendant had no pressing need to steal anything.
True.
The prosecution makes a valid point. There's no food or water listed among the wares, after all. The higher pitch ache? I wasn't just trying to survive. I was trying to leave the island. Leave the island? Bah. And how would you do that using this set of items, pray tell? Were you planning to paddle off in the island with a shovel? No, not directly like that. The island can't be escaped by normal means. I needed them to wake the windfish. What?
I'm fishing. What does it look like I'm doing?
The heck is a windfish? I'm not sure. Right. So you knew it needed to be awakened because an owl told me. Are you trying not to make sense at this point? Perhaps I could shed some light on this particular matter. By Jove, is that a talking owl? Ooh, it felt like I was needed, and so I came. Hoot. You would be wise not to scoff at what your counterpart is telling you. So you mean... Yes, of course. Everything the brave young lad has said is true. He is on a special quest, and Koholint's no regular island at all. If you'll allow me, I can explain everything. Hoot-hoo! Oh, thank the goddesses. Finally, someone will actually explain something. What utter nonsense! I object to the presence of this animal in my courtroom. No way am I going to listen to the testimony from an owl. Oh, so you've accepted everything else happening here, but not this. The defense demands the right to cross-examine the bird! I'm so glad they made a reference about cross-examining the fucking bird, bro. That's a damn Ace Attorney 1 reference from the 5th case. Good shit, good shit. Out of all the bone-headed stupid... Order! Allow me to share my opinion on this matter. Given the situation at hand, I see nothing wrong with allowing a bird to testify, unusual as it may be. Oops. I'll allow it? True. You better say that. Mr. Owl, please tell us all we need to know about the nature of Koholint Island. Damn, he didn't say that I'll allow it. Hoot. Koholint's very existence, its very essence, hoot. It is tied to the windfish's slumber. As long as the windfish sleeps, the island cannot be escaped. I skipped something by accident, hoot. Give me a second to press the history button, hoot. As long as the windfish sleeps, the island cannot be escaped, like a terrible nightmare. The young sword-bearer must thus search for the 8 instruments of the sirens and play the ballad that will wake the Great One. Hoot. With the instruments all united, the windfish's slumber shall come to an end, and so shall Koholint. That didn't explain anything either. Ha! Just like I said, listening to this bird is a waste of time. Hoot. Perhaps that was not as clear as I'd hoped. Do forgive me, overmystifying is a bit of an occupational hazard for our kind. So true. Frickin' owls, you know what I'm saying, guys? What occupation? Professional owl? Please, if you have questions, I will happily answer. Hoot hoo. Well, the witness seems to be all but begging to be cross-examined. Defense, please go right ahead. you think everyone there knows the owl is a save point? That's in a Majora's Mask, though. That's a different world again. Take that! I mean, hold it! Well... Let's start with the Dodongo in the room. The Dodongo in the room. Good one. What the heck is a windfish? Dodongo? No, young counselor. You must be confused, Hoot. The windfish, the Leviathan, is a huge whale. As far as the Coelant is concerned, it has always been, and as long as Coelant is, it will always be. Right, a deity whale. I'd bring up the fact that whales are not fish, but at this point, I don't think it really matters. I was going to bring that up too, so I guess I'm a nerd too. As long as the windfish sleeps, the island cannot be escaped like a terrible nightmare. What would happen if you did try? What? Why couldn't you just build a raft and try to sail away? Hoot. Truthfully, I do not know. Perhaps, no matter how long you sailed, the island would just never fade from view. The sea would never end like an infinite staircase until you turned around and found yourself back where you started in no time. Or, perhaps, you would just die. Yikes! That's a possibility? I admit I thought about trying that a few times. Hoot! There's but one way to escape. The young sword-bearer must thus search for the 8 instruments of the sirens and play the ballad that will wake the Great One. Well, how does one obtain these elusive instruments exactly? Hoot, that is no simple task, to be sure. The instruments of the sirens sleep deep within the temple scattered across the island. Fraught with monsters, traps, and other dangers, at the end of each, a formidable foul foe guarding a piece. This game has 8 dungeons? Dude, Link's Awakening sounds kinda meaty. Yes, Hoot, to obtain all the instruments of yore is to slay all those who corrupt the island from within. Slaying foes? This sounds like some sort of mass murder spree. It appears... Yes, it appears that our worlds may differ from each other, more significantly than I thought. I cannot feel him here. How strange. What in Din's name are you blabbering about now, you feathered menace? Is 8 Dungeons the Oracle game too? I didn't notice that Taco was taking a real long time to play those games, so that makes sense. The Oracle games and Awakening all look super annoying to play. Like, I feel like I'd be really annoyed the whole time playing them, but I feel like I should play them at some point. They look super tough, puzzle-wise. Hoot, in our land, since the very beginning of time, an evil influence has permeated all. The King of Evil, the Demon Lord Ganon. From the very dirt of the earth to even the first thoughts of an infant. If you dig deep enough, if you look closely enough, you will find his malice and hatred. The King of Evil, Ganon. So he noticed too. Could it just be a coincidence? I am so curious to see what these guys cooked up with Ganondorf's lore in this fucking world. I feel like they could do anything and it'd be super cool. But we gotta wait millions of years for, Oh shit, are we fucking stuttering again? It looks like it chilled out. I did see that we were stuttering, though. It looks like it stopped. I hope it's good now. Sorry, guys. My internet is very unstable for what I'm doing. Are we still live on everything? Yes. Boom, 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 boom. Naturally, when I speak of vanquishing foes, I speak of his creations. Deeply rooted in the most primordial evil, these foul beasts' only goals are for their own survival and for the misery of others. Hoot, No being that has been touched by Halia's grace would object to their destruction. So should I assume that this bonus case is technically canon within the universe? I guess they could easily do that since it's a fan game. It is as innate to our nature as breathing. And yet, here is a world without him. Is your world lucky to have been spared, or has ours been particularly unlucky? That I do not know. Perhaps this is even the very reason her grace has chosen this world to send us to. Do you have any idea what this is about? I think I do, actually. Really? I don't think it really matters what we're talking about, though. Link's Awakening, Link is technically the Link from the first game, right? And also the second game? Those are all three of those are the same Link, right? Or am I wrong? I don't actually remember if that's true or not, but I feel like it is. Right. Could we get back to the matter at hand, then? Why, Hoot, of course, I was just musing aloud. Alright, well, I got pure silence as a response, so either I have crazy stream delay now because of the drop frames, or no one knows. Hoot, with the instruments all united, the windfish's slumber shall come to an end, and so shall Koholint. I thought that was just me. What? You were also having buffering issues? Right, I don't suppose making noise any other way would suffice? I couldn't say, I think it was a mistake to try and timeline everything, but they kind of did, like, even before I bet they even had timelines, the first 3 games felt like they were kind of, sort of trying to be connected in a way, but I don't know, maybe not. Stuttering haps? Yeah. No, it's my... What's basically happening is it takes way more upload for me to be streaming to 3 places at the same time. And I'm just barely hitting it, and I gotta be careful about it. But sometimes it's gonna fuck up, it looks like. You know, just screaming into its ear or something. Wait, what am I talking about? Oh, trying to wake up the fucking windfish. Okay. Hoot hoot hoo hoo. Of course not, my dear counselor. The windfish's sleep is not natural. A magical slumber like that can only be broken via magical means. Right, but what did you mean by that last part? Will something happen to Koholint when the windfish wakes? Koholint's Island is a magical place born of the windfish's slumber. Once the Leviathan awakens, the magic keeping Koholint in place will dissipate. You mean... Hoot, of course! When the windfish wakes, Koholint will disappear, and nary a sight shall remain. What? Did you know about this? Well, truth be told, I suspected. Ah, clever lad, Hoot! Yes, surely you have noticed. The only shop in town selling nothing but tools and equipment, shopkeepers with magical powers, villages of talking animals. Koholint as a whole is unnatural. It is a place made of dreams and nightmares. Villages of talking animals? I must have missed that part. What about the inhabitants, then? Where will they go when the island disappears? Where indeed? I know where they go. They go to Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. Specifically one of them survives. True story, guys. That's totally canon. After all we've heard here, I think that one thing has been made clear.
Oh! Yeah, true.
My client has truly found himself in a life or death situation. This testimony fully corroborates that. On top of that, to escape the island, he had to go on a life-threatening quest. In order to survive this ordeal, he needed to be as well equipped as possible. And the only way to get the save true. The only way to get the needed equipment was from the store, which was charging exorbitant prices. These are all clear mitigating factors. And with that in mind, the defense asserts its punishment is far too severe. Indeed. This does paint the defendant in a more positive light. It appears that theft might have been necessary given the situation. Yes, that was easier than I thought. And it's still early enough to go back to sleep. That owl always used to annoy me a little, but it's really come to my rescue this time, hasn't it? Hoot. I'm only here to help, lad. I feel there is no need to further prolong this trial. While this court does not condone the defendant's act in of itself, I do now believe that he has been punished too harshly for it. And so this court finds the defendant... Ha! Old man, surely you don't mean to tell me you've woken me in the dead of night. Just to make a farce of this trial? Farce? But Mr. Dragmire, the defense has presented a rather compelling argument. Compelling? Don't make me laugh. Yes, he had a reason to do what he did. All criminals have reasons. That's no justification. That is true. I do kind of think that's true, though. It wasn't just any reason. Survival was at stake here. Was it, though? You! Birdbrain! Hoot who? Yes, what is it? You said the defendant was to go visit a bunch of dusty old temples in search of the instruments. Tell me, were those instruments the only things in there? Hoot? No, I suppose they were not, Hoot. With structures as old as those, you're bound to find things left by previous inhabitants. Why, Hoot, yes, I'm sure there would be a lot of treasure left in there too. Ganonworth really said for real, though? Oh no. Treasure! Money! All of that was within the brat's grasp! He could have easily gotten the funds to properly purchase the item he stole with only a little legwork! That is true, though. Wait a moment. It wouldn't be that easy. Those places are full of monsters and traps. Without any equipment, it would be too dangerous to go alone. Take this! He said another thing, guys. Oh, how quickly you've forgotten, Defense. Try to recall this flying menace's words from a few moments ago. The young sword bearer must thus search for the 8 instruments of the sirens and play the bow that will wake the Great One. Ah. Our little kleptomaniac had a perfectly good sword with him. He wasn't barehanded at all. No, all he was looking for was some kind of easy shortcut out of this predicament. Or maybe the little snake just wanted to keep all the treasure for himself. How dare you! I'm not some greedy treasure hoarder. Huh. Either way, the defendant might have had a reason for his theft. But I'd say that reason was likely nothing but selfishness. Hoot. Hoot. He wanted to keep the treasure? Now, barrister, that's not even remotely possible. All of the treasure, as part of Kohulint, would naturally disappear with it. Bah, that doesn't mean anything. The twerp might not have known that. Oh, come on, just admit you're wrong. Now this is quite the pickle indeed. The prosecution has brought up some good points, but so has the defense. Furthermore, we seem to be out of testimony to discuss at this point. This will be a hard decision to make. Actually, that reminds me. There was something you kept bringing up in your testimony, Mr. Witness. Hoot. Yes, what is it? You often mention that Kohulint is like a dream or a nightmare. How literal is that? What are you going on about now? Of course it's not actually... Oh no, it very much is. What? Hoot. I thought that point was clear. My apologies. Kohulint only exists within a dream. We are in a dream right now, too, in fact. Oh. Oh shit, meta? A dream within a dream? Oh my, this whole trial isn't real? I should have known. This whole thing was just way too fantastical. I guess it's not canon, guys. Well then, now that we've made that clear, I'm just gonna go and wake up if you don't mind. Why, that might be the wisest thing you've proposed so far, Defense. But of course, it's not going to be you waking up. What did you say? I'm the only real person here? Hold on, wait. I'm the only real person here? I haven't the slightest idea how my mind conjured up this nonsense. Shouldn't have had that noble pursuit before bed. Ho, I suppose it wouldn't be the first time I've dreamt of the courtroom. It's never been quite this vivid, but I guess this old man still has quite the active imagination. Meanwhile, my imagination is being a bit overactive right now, I guess. I haven't even had any noble pursuits. Please wait! Huh? You can't just wake up. What about me? What about you? You're clearly just an invention of my mind, brat. But hey, you want a resolution? No problem. Judge, declare a guilty verdict right now. Prosecutor Dragmire refused to hand on a faulty verdict. Even in my dreams! No, this won't do. I will just have to wake up now. Here goes. Who is that frog? Is that something from Awakening or some shit? Strange. I don't seem to be able to. Hoot. Who? If I may interject, I've said that this is a dream, yes. But why would that mean that nothing here is real? Oh, be quiet, you pile of feathers. I banish you from my dream. Be gone! What? What is this? Am I stuck in this nightmare? Well, naturally, only one person here can actually control the dream. Everyone else is just along for the ride, so to speak. This is meta as fuck, bro. Goated judge? Yeah, true. Are you saying everyone here is actually real? Just sharing the same dream? Why, Hoot, of course. Edgedorf is out of mana. Her Grace chose one person to be the host and then thrust the others into it. It's Wart from Mario Bros. 2. Oh, so it's not even fucking... Oh, wait, does he show up in Awakening or something? Preposterous. If this is all in the Green Brat's dream, why doesn't he just remove his curse on his own? Preposterous? Not at all, my angry Gerudo friend. I never said he's the one in charge. He came from the dream world of Koholint, after all. Well, how did he wind up in someone else's dream then, you blasted buzzard? Hoot. Having battled with Ganon before, he is... Okay. So saying having battled with Ganon before, I am pretty sure it's the same Link in the first 3 games. I think that's like at least the least complicated possible connection they could have before they start complicating it with Links to Past. Having battled with Ganon before, he is of particular interest to the Demon Lord. The Evil One saw an opportunity and forcefully shoved him into the dream of the Windfish. A dreamscape he has steadily been perverting with his evil for many years. He's a famous singer who teaches you a song? I see. Is he related to the one that, the Drippatoon that was singing a song and got hit by an ice Octorok in my, on my playthrough of Echoes of Wisdom? He infested it with his own creations, twisted it into a dangerous place, and imprisoned its creator within. As a result, that is why our green-clad friend cannot wake up normally. But this world is free of Ganon. Whoever the host of this dream is could indeed just wake. Although I cannot imagine the goddess Hylia will be very thrilled with that conclusion, having made all that effort to bring her chosen hero here. How do you know all this? Hoot. Why, isn't it obvious? I myself am part of the Windfish's spirit. I could not just stand idly by when Hylia's own champion was dealt such a bad hand. And so, I've tried to lead you to the 8 instruments, and I reached out to Hylia to help with this predicament. This is... I can hardly believe it. Well, who is it then? Who is the one controlling the stream? Hoot. That, I do not know. That is something you'll have to find out for yourself. Whoever it is will have the final word in this trial. I think it's that guy up there. I think it's Wart, guys. So that's it then. It all hinges on this point. Who is this dream's Windfish? I must consider all the facts. Oh, here we go again! Hell yeah! Who is the one Her Grace Hylia chose to control this dream? Could it be one of these people? I mean, the judge is the one that saw the light, right? But he didn't wake up. Well, let's see what happens if I'm wrong. Maybe it's the judge? the goddess was looking for a verdict, the judge would be a good candidate to give it. But wait, the judge wasn't able to wake up just now. Okay, it can't be him. Bleh. I need to rethink this. Who is the one that heard Grace Hylia? This song is a remix of Nehru's song from Oracle of Ages. I see. I knew it sounded familiar to me. I've heard some tracks here and there from other games that I haven't played, but I don't know which one it was. All the music in this game is really good, Zach. They like remix a bunch of shit from older games. This one also has this part. That's the Ballad of the Goddess from Skyward Sword. Who is the one that her Grace Hylia chose to control this tree? Okay, so I'm gonna say it's neither of them then. I murdered that goddess? I sure did. The goddess of logic is dead. Both the Dragmire and the judge have already conclusively proven that they're not the host of this stream. Who does that leave? Maybe one of them? The shopkeeper? Could it be the shopkeeper? Was this his curse? You thought this was only an hour long? I think it's an hour long for someone who would play this game without reading all the text. And also, I spent an hour or 40 minutes game guessing. It can't be either the owl or the shopkeeper. They each have ended the trial in their favor by now if they were in control. And I already know that the thief isn't the one in control. A thief isn't the one in control, so who does that leave? Juan, you'd appreciate this though. I don't know if you even were here long enough to know what's going on, but this is a bonus trial based on Link's Awakening, Link stealing stuff from the shop. Because the normal way this would work is if you played on actual N64, you could use a transfer pack with your Game Boy save file of Link's Awakening, and it would actually like transfer into this case. And I think you'd think that's cool, even if you don't care about Ace Attorney. I'm in control. It's me. I am the host.
You're the only one!
I'm the only one! I am this stream's windfish. Meat on the bone. That's it. There's no doubt about it. Did I really need a whole logic sequence to be like, everyone else tried to wake up but me? Who could it be? Well, what are you looking so smug about? Isn't it obvious? I've just realized who must be the one controlling the stream. No, it can't be. I see you've realized it now too. Oh my, you mean you're the one? Well, let's give it a try, shall we? What are you... Hello, everyone. Aw, yeah. Now this stream's getting good. Marin? Defense? What did you do to the prosecutor Dragmire? Nothing bad, of course. I just ejected him out of here. Link just spaced out for like 20 minutes.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Pineapple Cat in the main game case, the only time he does that, Ganondorf literally goes, listen, he clearly doesn't know what he's talking about. He just spaced out there for like 10 minutes. Let's just give the guilty verdict now. Which was great. It was funny as hell to me. He's probably waking rather abruptly right about now. I decided it'd be nicer to have someone more pleasant to deal with on the opposing side. The prosecution has nothing more to add. The defendant's totally innocent. I won't stand for this. You can't just give yourself an easier opponent. That's a shame. You just killed him? There's not even a replacement, he's just dead. Link just killed the judge. Wait, who will give the verdict now? I know of one good candidate. Huh? Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial. Will the defendant please step up to the stand? Is this really okay? I thought the goddess wanted a fair trial. Actually, she requested no such thing. What? The way the judge put it, the only stipulation was that someone else decide your fate. She decided that someone else should determine whether this punishment was just or not, to ensure her own biases would not affect the outcome. At no point did she specifically say how the decision should be made, or how many people should be making it. This still feels like cheating. Well, there's only one easy way to find out if it's allowed or not. This court finds the defendant... Wait, I'm not having this. My product was still stolen, you know. What kind of justice is... Don't interrupt me. Now then, once again, this court finds the defendant not guilty. Remove... Oh, you could actually do this? Wait, oh, so you could actually use this to remove the thief moniker? That's actually hilarious. Sure. It doesn't have one, but sure. Try... No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. That's kind of cool. What the hell? Let's see. Your name is Link. Oh. It's the same. Of course our names are the same. I'm not sure why you're surprised. In any case, I believe you should be getting back to your own world now. And no more stealing, you hear? Of course not. Never again. Glad to hear that. Best of luck on your quest. And with that, court is adjourned. This is awesome. That was fun. Oh. The goddess loves you, just some malpractice. Link legal the Link legal agency in Kakariko Village. Oh my god. He doesn't even have a last name. Ugh. What? Where? At the office? That's right, I stayed to catch up on work. I guess I must have fallen asleep reading case files. Man, what a crazy dream, though. What was it about again? I was in court, and then... Ah, darn. It's gone already. Can't remember a single thing. I hate when that happens. Oh well. Okay, never mind. None of this is gonna be fucking canon now. It really is an extra. The end. They really made a Link legal agency picture, though. Or scene. Just for this one part, because they didn't use that in the main game. Well, guys, that was the extra. What did you guys think of that? Definitely felt like an extra. That was cool. That was fun. I would have probably appreciated it even... I'm glad Link was able to get himself off. Alright. True. Alright, guys. That sure was a Hero of Law extra case. It sure was. It sure was. We did it! We're the Hero of Law! Oh, that was good. I can't wait. I really hope they're gonna make more of this. I'm 100% gonna be playing it, you know that. You guys already know. Super worth it? Yeah, that was fucking awesome. And to be fair, I think I actually did know almost enough about Link's Awakening to appreciate this for what it was. I wasn't completely blind on it, so that kind of worked out for me, I guess. Alright, guys, that being said, now we literally don't have anything else to do on Hero of Law, which sucks, but it is what it is. I'm going to be taking a quick break, because it's a good time to take a break. It's midnight. And then we're going to switch on over to Sealed Palace, and we're going to finally go do the first adult levels on the Sealed Palace ROM hack. But I hope you guys had fun with this. We're just doing lots of ROM hacks today, guys. It's a ROM hack kind of day. Over for YouTube, by the way, I will be ending the VOD because I got to start the next VOD for the Sealed Palace to make them separated. So, Pineapple Cat, if you want to go over there, it's going to be another VOD, okay? I think that's how YouTube works. I don't know. YouTube's kind of confusing. And we're guessing first too? No, we're not. No, we're not. All right, be right back, guys. Be right back. And also, YouTube, thanks for hanging out. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It was super awesome, especially if you know about Link's Awakening, I guess. And I'll see you guys next time. All right, be right back, everybody. Sealed Palace after the break. Sound good? When the VOD dies, I die. Uh-oh. Pineapple Cat's about to get windfished, guys. 07's in the chat for Pineapple Cat. He's literally going to get windfished over in that VOD. All right, be right back.